Was Rosie kicking your mic with her ghost legs? Yes. She's around bouncing and stuff. I have a really good idea for the Rosie Soft logo, so we'll get to that in a second. But let me just tell you guys about the video now that I can talk about it. Dude, it's so fucking funny watching people come across it. It's very obvious that people from the audiences of those discussed in the video are not watching it and just repeating like lines. That entire the entire commentary community has a bad habit of that. They're very obvious if you're not like 2 years old. I've been on the internet for a long time. Can I just say I've been on the internet for a very long time. So if you're not 2 years old, like this tactic doesn't like work. But it's like they go in, clearly haven't watched the video, and there's a line that people are like sharing in Discords and stuff where it's like, yeah, so this is the thing, and then they just go and write it. And you gotta understand, like if you're in a commentary, you guys understand you're stupider than me. You have no idea how much dumber you guys are than I am. I really have to hammer that home. Your audiences are very stupid people. You guys are stupid. You're not talented. You're not smarter than you think you are. The vast majority of you got successful because you could steal from Kiwi Farms. Just know your place in the pecking order of the world, or you're next. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. But they try to do this shit, and it's been fucking hilarious to watch. But it's one of the reasons I started it. I'm not done with commentary, but I'm going to be taking a break from talking about them for a while, because fuck, I worked on it so goddamn much. I started working on the commentary thing essentially January 21st, really, because I was just baffled about what the fuck had happened. The backstory of the entire thing is that, I mean, in my relation to it, I heard about the Nick Fuentes leaks, so to say, which now I have no belief whatsoever that that's Nick Fuentes in those videos. No more than it could be anybody else. It could be literally anybody. They're the only person that has ever said to any of the people relative to the leak that it's Nick Fuentes was President Sunday. I love that was something that was held on to, but I thought it was strange. I'd been hearing people talk about the leaks and what was in them for months, but like I didn't know what it was. I didn't know like who people were. I wasn't interested in looking at it for obvious fucking reasons. I didn't care. It wasn't my story to break. I wasn't in the community. I wasn't in the Kiwi Farms thread. I wasn't even paying attention to Kiwi Farms at all. Like I just literally wasn't. Otherwise I would have hopped on it way earlier as soon as I saw what I saw when I fucking started looking into it. But I remember, yeah, even back then, I was hearing like Beckett and people talking about like, yeah, this Destiny stuff is like crazy. I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I didn't realize that all of these communities had already pretty much through DMs propagated the entirety of the leaks, and then I guess Solo got sick of people not posting about it, and then just dropped everything on his own. But like I was completely, I had no idea. I remember hearing I was actually listening to the New Year's Day thing when that came out, and I was like, why the fuck are these idiots at each other's throats? Like, what in the fuck are they talking about? And still just like, I don't know, they're fucking morons. Yeah, Destiny's a bad person, obviously, but like literally I didn't know what the fuck was in these things. And I think actually if I had to guess, I would say fucking Diorio didn't know, and I don't think Tom knew at all. I don't think either of those guys were particularly tapped in. I could be completely wrong. Chud for sure has seen every fucking video, probably the day that they got, definitely by the day they got dropped, if not before that. And I would say probably before that too, because they all got dropped to Queeman server, which I didn't know about. But after January 20th, I was like, wow, you guys are untalented morons, to Beckett and Sunday, obviously, because obviously they fucking are. And then by like January 25th, by 5 days after that, they began their little fucking war against me. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got to kick this person out. Got to kick that person out. And this whole deal. And I started like double checking. I'm like, okay, I've got to fucking start like running these guys down, because they just talk all the time. And this shit that they say on fucking camera is insanity, right? Like, so you're kind of dead to rights on certain things. I started following that, and I was like, okay, I got to make a response video, I guess, probably, because whatever, they're talking shit. I have to answer this stuff. But I was also busy, and I had other things going on, and they're just not that important. And I hate to burst people's bubbles, but like, I get offline, I have shit to do. I could have spent yesterday doing, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is you people that never get offline do, but I had to fix my fucking dryer. Like, I spent 3.5 hours with my dryer fucking busted out into pieces so that I could fix it because it was making weird noises. Turned out it just had 10 years worth of hair caught in the vent fan. It was what it was. Took it apart, cleaned it, put it back together. Seems to be working fine. We'll find out. Find out soon enough. But yeah, I just didn't have time, and things went on. And as I'm starting to put together the, like, why is this? Why were their stories so bad? Like, how do you make a story that's that bad? And as I started trying to run down their claims, I realized that their claims are completely fictitious, which takes a lot of effort to do because they're making claims that they don't have evidence for, and they don't provide evidence. Commentary thinks that they have some sort of standard of evidence. They don't. Commentary people will say fucking shit off the top of their head and believe anything. If it's in a video and they have like somebody that has credibility just says it, they just believe it. They're very gullible. It is one of the most gullible communities I've ever seen in my fucking life. Which is why they're always at each other's throats, by the way. They're fucking idiots. They don't actually ask for real evidence. They're just like, oh no, this guy said it, and I don't know, I like the cut of his jib, so I'm just gonna take that to fucking heart. The fact that the Beckett video came out and people weren't immediately going like, wait, why is he not saying what's in the fucking screenshots behind him? Why is he saying other things? It's fucking nuts, right? So I'm like, what the hell? And then for like the next month and a half, essentially, yeah, like to the start of March, almost every week new stuff came out about it that like knocked me back a bit. Because I'm like, okay, well, I just know legitimately the things they're saying. So like there's the whole deal in the background where they're like, Tyler fired his fucking mods or something. I didn't fire my mods. I got rid of Killjoy and I got rid of Ash because they couldn't be trusted because they're in those communities. I'll leave it at that. If they don't want to fuck it. If they want to open the doors, I will, because I wrote it all out and I have every fucking receipt. I had to cut 12,000 additional words because my wife's like, just stick to the fucking basics. All right. This other story is more important than your fucking revenge cycle. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. So I just cut that. I didn't delete it. I cut it out. I still have it. I have it and an entire fucking multiple gigabyte folder of like literal fucking headshots pointed at people. So it is what it is. But basically, like, that shit came out and people were whining at me on Twitter and stuff. Like, when the fuck y'all fucking idiots talking about? But basically, yeah, I couldn't trust those people. Got rid of them. I've been proven right since, because all of the drama that I've been in and since has not had the same issues in server as it did before, because those guys would always blow shit out of proportion. Killjoy especially, I found out, was like in everybody else's DMs. Like, Killjoy is an untrustworthy person. I have to hammer that home. Killjoy, if you're listening to this, you're a deeply untrustworthy person. I will never, and no one should work with you. They should not trust you in their communities. If you talk to Killjoy, stop. He will share stuff. He is kind of like dumb, I guess. I don't know why, but he'll just like literally involve you in other people's business, involve your business with other people. I found out he was talking to like, he's in like DMs with Aiko and Sunday while I'm like in fucking, so it's a whole thing. So like, no, yeah, you can't be in my fucking high level parts of my community. You gotta go. Bye. Boop. And the second that happened and all those fucking dildos lost access to my fucking behind the scenes, they flipped a fucking bitch. But like, it was what it was. Like, and it was over. You know what I'm saying? Fucking boom. But I had to go try to figure out why in the fuck all of this stuff was going down. What the fuck is happening? What, why is this occurring? What the hell? Blah, 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 blah. And so I started looking into the actual claims they made. And I'm like, okay, well, what is the solo Tiny Leaks guy? Who is he? And if you go to Kiwi Farms, you can just search people's usernames. Like, the one thing Kiwi Farms does is archive like fucking crazy. It's the most searchable fucking forum I've seen in a while. I don't think they delete almost anything. So I just went, and you can just look every single fucking solo Tiny Leaks post and every post about solo and leaks and Destiny and all that stuff. So I just started looking them up. Like, what the fuck is going on? If this happened and this is some horrible fucking thing, what's happening? What's going on? What the hell is in the background? Blah, blah, blah. And then I started looking, and then I just go, and I'm like, oh, well, why does everybody keep saying November 29th? Because people are talking about this solo guy leaking stuff on Queeman's Discord on November 20th. And then once you have the November 20th date and you look, you're like, well, why the fuck is Sunday here on November 20th? Why does President Sunday go all the way back? There's President Sunday start to finish. He starts in November. What in the fuck is this? And he's in there. And they're like, yeah. Has anybody leaked any of this stuff yet? Like, literally, I gave this to people to leak. Why are they not leaking it? And they didn't drop it immediately. They dropped some of it because now we know. I know that that's how that's how the Fuentes stuff got out, and that's how the Lauren Southern stuff got out. President Sunday, busted on Kiwi Farms, just sent the Lauren Southern shit to fucking Big Papa Fascist. He just sent it to him. He's in the DMs. I sent it to him on purpose so that I could harm Lauren Southern. What? And he's the one that said, oh yeah, oh hey, do I have any Fuentes stuff? So yeah, Groypers, President Sunday, Noah Driver's your guy. Groypers, that's your dude. He's the one that said it was Nick Fuentes. Go and deal with him. He's the one that fucking said your boy was sucking cock. Go have it out with him. He's the one that asked for it, found it, heard about it, said it was Fuentes, and then sent it off to people to fucking leak out. And I've got additional shit that I didn't get to air about why Sunday's the one that fucking commentary uses for that. Oh my God. So I'm looking through all this stuff, and then it's such a fucking rabbit hole of shit to run down that it's insane. Right? Because I got to start double, quadruple, triple, quadruple, quintuple checking everything. Like, what in the fuck is this? Did they talk about this? You know, like trying to double check. And I'm like, I couldn't find it. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know. But I couldn't find Sunday. And they don't mention it in the video that Sunday was talking to the leaker on the 20th. The solo, he's like, on solo, until 29th, solo tiny leaks to all these folders. But like, this hoe is in the fucking DMs with the fucking leaker off rip. Why doesn't everybody know that? Nobody was talking about that? That's crazy. That's a silly thing to hear about. And then in Spicy Chat, you find out later that Sunday was like, oh, I just talked to Chet about it later, and it was not a big deal, but I just want to be upfront with it. So they all fucking know. So if you see anybody that's like, none of this is new information under the video, it's the like fucking handful of weirdo freaks from commentary that all knew about all this shit. And understand, every single one of those people has a folder, all of them. Every single one of them has a folder full of all of this shit on their computer. I didn't download any of it, ever, period, ever. Ooh. I fucking looked at like a few of the videos because I didn't realize that they would actually fucking open. Kiwi Farms will just fucking flashbang you. So don't go look into this shit. You will see stuff, pop, and it'll scorch the fucking eyes out of the back of your fucking head. It's not named. It just says numbers. And you're like, okay, well, what the fuck is this attachment that is not described? White light shining through the back of your fucking head. Literal fatality. Do not go to that fucking forum and click anything. Ever. Apparently when it was all dropped, it was all unspoilered. Now the post has been like modified. So you can't see it without a fucking user or whatever. But then there's other ways, and it just works anyway. So I thought you wouldn't be able to see any of it. Wrong. Horrible fact. But all these motherfuckers have it downloaded because fucking literally Solo just says he's been sending it around to people. Like, hey, has anybody leaked any of this yet? Because it's all of the stuff that he fucking, the wish list. Fuck. It is fucking crazy. And I'm like, why in the fuck? What? How, no one knows about this? And then I started going through, and then I looked at all the stuff, and I'm like, well, this is impossible to piece. And then I started realizing that half the shit in the videos has the date removed. Because once you add the date to the things, it changes the context of the narrative completely. If you're not watching the video, I didn't narrate this out. I just put it in text, so it's in there. But if you're just hearing the video, trust me, there's a lot of stuff that's in text that you might miss. So there's rewatchability. We'll just put it that way. In Beckett's video, he starts saying on the January 1st, these like messages happen, right? Oh, okay. So I know that this occurs, and says, basically sets it up to look like Pixie saying like, I'm going to kill myself. Hey, did you know that Pixie's going to kill herself? This is messages about Pixie like asking for money. And then it skips to a bunch of like DMs between her and fucking Steve, Destiny, with the dates cut off. Puts it right in there, and then it skips back to January 1st. And you can see the fucking crop down underneath the date so that you don't immediately put it together. And I'm like, what in the fuck? So I had to, for fucking multiple weeks, download from every available source I could fucking find. Kiwi Farms DM leaks, Destiny's 2 documents he put out. The first one on the 20th, I think it was. Yeah, first one on the 20th, and then the one in March or whatever, final statement, right? Pixie's statement that has DM leaks, the DM leaks in Beckett's video, and then also the additional DM leaks in Sunday's video. I sat down for fucking weeks at a time laying out all of those dates, translating everything from fucking the time codes, hunting people's fucking area codes and time codes down so I could figure out when the fuck they probably were happening so that I could put it all together and see all this shit. Because I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. They've like fucking the actual leak day of 29th, within an hour of the 29th, this guy that's also active on other forums like Queemans and Spicy Chat, that day, within like an hour, this dude has identified Pixie by moles on her shoulder and has like the photos and stuff, which maybe he's just that good. Maybe he just A-logs that hard. I can respect it if it's possible. But then all of a sudden it's just like, wait, what in the fuck? That's quick. And then also like, oh, Sunday just happened to be that he had nothing else going on. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Hey, can we, how about let's game plan this? Like within hours after the boom, like it happens instantaneously. I never heard about any of this shit. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not like I would be in with those guys anyway. But the speed with which it happens is just so crazy to me. And then there's other people, and that's just not looked into at all, is like crazy. Especially considering the other individuals that are named as possibly being in there. Cherry, Stasia, the voices of the men, all this stuff. Anybody that was looking at these things at the time could have, if they were not lazy pieces of shit. I mean, you can see from their fucking how they're built, you know. They could have fucking looked these people up. They could have reached out. They could have talked to them, put together something. But they're rape reviewers. You know what I mean? To quote literally fucking Tom, fucking dickhead Turkey Tom. What's his last name? It's all over the farms. Okay, fucking. To quote Tom, fucking, lying whore content doesn't really solve anything. He's fucking right about it, right? For his faults in this, his flaws, Turkey Tom is correct. Literally, obviously, you guys don't give a fuck about fixing the issue. You just want to make money. And if you can't make money and if you have to work for it, you're fucking whitey welfare recipients. You're YouTubers. You don't want to fucking work. You're lazy as fuck. And you just want to call women lying whores because the misogynist will give you a fucking $500 dodo after the end of the stream. Ah, man, fuck, yeah, dude, this reminds me when I got divorced. Here, have some of the fucking child support payment I'm not giving you this month. And that's really what it is. They didn't want to look into it. They had this shit on the 20th is most of this stuff, which I do have almost all of the fucking screenshots. I got the HTMLs. The original leaks were actually HTML encoders of 3 different chunks of basically like Discord. I don't know, however the Discord backend works. It's an HTML document, right? And so you can open that as a web page and actually scroll through it. That's why the DMs look different. You can also open it, I think, in like a Discord player, and it'll show up looking like Discord. Otherwise, it doesn't. So those things were dropped, and those are where a bunch of the screenshots come from. So I have it from multiple different directions. And then there was a second leak. Sorry to that, probably a piece of shit, but there was a second leak. I forgot to fucking say the name of it, that I think was a repost of everything on a burner account from Queeman that was not solo Tiny Leaks. I can't remember the initials, are like ADC or ADA or something like that. And that had, I think, all of the screenshots that were dropped onto the other thing. So I have like multiple folders of screenshots, HTML docs and stuff, and that's not even a fucking fraction of the entire thing. It's nuts. It's like the crazy amount of shit that fucking Destiny had been sharing with this person. Understand, I know that like if you're if you can only understand the world in like commentary community terms, you're like, I need to see a rape. I need a video of a rape, and you can't understand like the world more complex with more complexity than that. I can't help you, but Destiny, this is more damaging to Destiny if you actually want to harm his career than anything, because it's legitimately he was sharing flight times and personal information and meeting information with a random internet prostitute who may have been a child. So if you were working with him as a political consultant, or if you were having trysts with him in politics, if you were the kind of person that trusted him with sensitive information, he was sharing sensitive information with a unknown and unidentified foreign actor. So if you were in as a political agent Destiny is actually a legitimate liability. This is too smart. If you're a commentary person, this is where it's like, this is outside of your world. You don't even try to think about what I'm saying. You're just say, that sounds stupid. Just say, do your thing. Just say that's gay, and then just keep fast forwarding until I make a weird face. Do that. Basically, he was sharing Google Docs with embedded time codes and stuff. So like I saw him. So like, don't look these up because they have, I didn't include them because they all have what the picture is in them. So that's like most of it's like confirmed because he said, I'm going to go here and I'm going to do this to this person. Here's a picture of it. It's a picture of him with the fucking literal to the fucking Shoney's or whatever, to the airport where he uploaded the photo to a hotel. There's like 5 of them on there. So he's got pictures and times and dates. So by the way, if you think that your significant other was cheating on you with Destiny, there may be evidence in your divorce hearing available somewhere on Kiwi Farms. That would put him at a time, date, and place at a certain location having sex with somebody because they included geolocation data with the phone, with the photos. Like, it's fucking nuts. There's other stuff. It's all fucking real weird. It's real strange that people didn't get into it. There's more than enough. There was more than enough, by the way, and this is the thing that the commentary people are like most confused. Like, why? I think that Nick and them did the right thing. No, they didn't. I did not. If they didn't know, then they couldn't have done anything. So like, they're just out of the loop. Is out of the loop. So that's not doing the right thing. That's just out of the loop and confused as fuck. The Pixie stuff, you could have always reported on without ever having to mention Pixie. Because first off, there's no reason to. There's multiple women leaked and men leaked. That's enough. That's enough. My statement in there on the 29th, the 32, 28, whatever it is, videos, I fucking counted. I just counted the amount of attachments that are available in there. You know, that was leaked. They contain all of these things. Kiwi farmers talk about what the fuck is in there. So I just take them at their fucking word because they would tell each other if they're fucking lying about it. I go, okay, sure. Ew, I'm good on that one. So like, that's more than enough because that connects the fucking DMs to Destiny because his fucking face and his completely sensitive information to him and other people are included in that. You can report on that and say like this happened. As a matter of fact, it's basically like mandatory reporting. You're supposed to tell cops about that. Police already know. I'm going to take Cherry. I know that Cherry fucking submitted a police report. I couldn't find it to put it in the video, but Cherry submitted a police report. I think the other women did as well. There is legal operations in play right now. There's no reason for me to add anything additional to the fucking pot as a person that doesn't live in Florida. I'm pretty sure Pixie's lawyer is all over it. I hope they are to submit stuff for criminal issues. What am I saying? But yeah, it's mandatory reporting. All of those, at that point, everything that's in those DMs should be thoroughly vetted and investigated. For a lot of it, for the people, you should be getting ahead of it too. You should tell people, like, you need to know. Those secrets are out, but you can still keep people's names out of it. You just say, yeah, there's a series of women were identified in this, or there's a series of unidentified or visible people that were in this. It's bad. But you can and should run that because they need to know, because if you're not going to take this site down, it's going to spread anyway. So you need to get out there and be a fucking like earnest reporter and send it to the news. Yeah, if you don't think you can do it, find someone who can, right? I mean, you should be contacting the fucking authorities immediately. Hey, people are leaking revenge porn on this site. Call it up. Rat them out. It doesn't matter. Do something. You have to do something. Nothing is not the appropriate thing to do during a sex crime. I'll just tell you that every time. Freezing, doing nothing, or standing still out of fear for your own reputation or the reputations of people involved is not the appropriate action ever. Ever. The second I started finding out about this shit, the time to report is just happen. It's going. We're on a fucking freight train. I've just got to get everything in as much as I can. I've actually still got to reach out to Pixie because if their lawyer wants my timeline, I'm going to give it to them. I did a lot of work. I did probably 20 plus hours of work trying to put that timeline together. Which is probably not necessarily like a fully admissible, but for a lawyer trying to figure out exactly what the fuck happened, I think it could be pretty useful. Putting the times relative to what the fuck was going on with that is nuts. And there's a lot of things I didn't put in there that I missed out on. One was I don't have it up immediately. I mean, I could look at it. I feel like I do want to talk about some of this stuff now that it's out of the bag. I just want to fucking get it off my chest. Pixie and Destiny. Yeah, how many is in here? 37 screenshots. That's just between Pixie and Destiny. Do I have the loaner box thing in here? So like the amount of stuff that's doubled up too and like gone over, because I basically had to at some point start collecting shit, and so many things are like re-screenshotted or screenshotted twice or screenshotted like with cutoffs is nuts. And yeah, I didn't get to use this one. Fucking Destiny and Straighteraid making fun of Pixie the day after the suicide thing. I fucking forgot to add that, but I guess it was probably not as important. I cut out a bunch of this stuff. This one. I don't even want to try to hunt for it. But basically, like a loaner box took until like December 3rd or something, I think it was, to like say like, Destiny, I'm not going to be able to like work with you for a little bit going forward. I kind of really want to find this one. Supplementaries, no. Reactions, no. No, it wouldn't be in the Sunday thing. It wouldn't be in Diorio's. Would it be in the Dior? No. Destiny and Rose. Bad Weird. Merrick. Lauren. Destiny Cringe. Headpiece. Chud. This is all President's Sunday whining about people being mean to him. Why are you all so mean to me? I didn't even use that one. Fuck me. Oh, here we go. I actually found it. Yeah, December 2nd, 2024, 3:48 p.m. Destiny. Hey, so obviously due to my actions, I've put someone near you in an incredibly shitty / horrible position. So, Loanerbox knew on December 2nd minimum, if you didn't know the day of. If this impacts your desire to do any content with me or anything like that going forward, we'll 100% understand. I guess I'll put it up here for just a second. But understand, like, this is, if Destiny wants to continue being a shitter online, I can't fucking really stop the guy, right? It's impossible. Impossible to stop him. I'd never be retaliatory in any way or anything like that. I know they're only words, but I'm super sorry about any extra trouble or strain any of this has caused or is causing. Okay, I won't say anything publicly, and I appreciate you reaching out, but I don't think I'll be showing up for content for a little while. Yeah, no problemo. Let me know if there's anything you need or I can do. I think that, like, I didn't like hack into their fucking emails. Like, this, either Loanerbox or Destiny shared that, but it's very funny that got dug out at some point. Like, where the fuck would I have gotten that from? It's in the Kilo video. I don't know. That might have been in Kilo's video. I accidentally like misfiled some of these things from exactly where they're from. So I had to go back and double check if I said where it's from in the video. It is from there. But the other things I didn't use, I didn't do all that extra work. But like, it was crazy, right? Like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna be stepping away for a little while. I just can't imagine reacting like that. Like, it would have been more along the lines like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't know anyone in my life that if I drop that shit, it like they let go, like my best friends, my family members, where I wouldn't be like, what in the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, you need to go to the cop. You gotta turn yourself in. It's the Bill Burr bit. No, there's no good serial killers. I'm taking you to the cops. You're not fucking Dexter. No, I love you. But you're going to the police station. Like, goddamn. Yeah, I'm the hacker known as 4chan, sure. outside of the civil suit, do any of these people see any consequences? It doesn't seem like their fans give a shit because they're all 16-year-old edgelords, the most unemployed men in any given town. Nope, probably not. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, the only thing you can usually do, I mean, this is the thing from journalism. The only thing, like, I would write about stuff about people all the time, and you get over you're a fucking cub reporter and you're going to end someone's career real soon, unless you accidentally do, which, I mean, I did one time, but, like, it was going to happen anyway. I saved a person's job once, and then they fucking quit anyway. That, god damn her. No, she deserved it. But, like, no. You get over that pretty sick. Talking about people does not have the consequences individuals, especially on the internet, want to pretend it does. It doesn't. It does not have that level of consequences. It literally does not. It's almost impossible to prove it does. You have to look through, like, for edge cases. Ew, I had a piece of bread in my mouth. I just spit. Sorry. You have to look for edge cases that are beyond reason. And they're very atypical to, like, what is usual in situations. But, like, writing about stuff has to happen. People weather it all the time. Kevin Spacey got Me Too obliterated and basically outed as a Bryan Singer adjacent fucking, I don't know, rapist, pseudoped. I can't even remember the fuck happened, whose victim killed themselves. He's fine. Like, what, he didn't get to do the last season of his show, but, like, he could still be in stuff. He's showing up at horror conventions. You know what I mean? Like, and that's as bad as I've seen it get for people. When I was in journalism, I wrote stories about women who had literally lied about rape fucking accusations, and then they went to jail, and the guy got compensated. And it was a pain in the ass, sure. But, like, that was such a rare thing that everybody that was around the case, even the people that were prosecuting on the other side, were like, hey, this isn't typical. This is, like, the rarest shit ever. It's not common, because it's just not, man. Like, your voice and your words don't have any special amount of juice behind them. People online are just the weakest. They're the lowest tier versions of creators. We're past the numerical list into numbers, right? You're not even a Z-list celebrity. You're a fucking Alpha 9 3 type, right? Like leftover of a leftover. And so people just can't handle the scrutiny, and it's not worth the fucking risk, and they leave. But, like, if you have presence anywhere, like, people can talk that shit and you just say the same thing. Oh yeah, you can talk that shit if you want, but I don't give a fuck. You have to reveal somebody being so not the person that everyone thought they were, that, like, it defies reality. It has to be, like, once in a lifetime revelations. And usually 9 times out of 10, what really has to happen is someone has to go to fucking prison. And that barely stops them. Martin Shkreli, I think, is back to fucking trading. Remember Martin Shkreli? He went to jail, and I think he's fucking out now. Sam Bankman-Fried went to jail, and I think he's trying to fucking do podcasts and stuff. Like you don't die until you die. If you want to give up after somebody says something mean about you, you can. But generally, people don't. And, like, that's the case. Like, nothing's gonna happen. That's why I said it at the end. I don't think anything's gonna fucking occur because of this. I just don't want people to lie about it. You just have to answer that additional question whenever you do anything. And people should be forewarned before they work with Destiny. That's what I was doing when I was if you guys look back at my stuff, I was very, very exuberant. It probably nowadays, if you look back on it, like, Tyler's like, oh, well, you didn't say anything near enough. But if you look back at me talking about Destiny, a year ago, you know, I'm the guy that was like, oh yeah, these people are blue chip streamers. You should call them blue chip streamers and let anyone know that if you get involved in a sexual activity with Destiny, you know what I mean? People are gonna call you a blue chip streamer. You should be shamed for being close to the guy because he's a sex pest. He probably fucks everyone around him. So now people are like, dude, did you predict the future? You know what I mean? In the loner box thing, where you're calling him a cuck and stuff. Like, no, it's just fucking obvious. It's fucking obvious if you're not a child. And it's okay to say shit about people. It really is. We have a whole fucking First Amendment right about it. Don't let people with goofy fucking Hufflepuff House accents try to spread the misery of their shitty little island nation's dog shit, non-existent First Amendment laws to the glorious fucking People's Republic of America. All right? If you see something, say something is the only rule. If you see something, say something. If someone proves you wrong, admit you were wrong and move on. If you did damage, try to fix the damage you did. Those are the rules for people. This fucking, Oh, no, I don't know if you understand this, but my chat is now the jury of a court, and I can actually determine I can determine guilt and innocence. I'll bang my little fucking gavel shit is cringe, bro. It's cringe. You're not the fucking cops. That you're fuck cunts on the fucking internet, okay? If you see something, say something. It's time for do away with the key fob, okay? It's not that big of a deal. Lose some money. Lose some connections. Stop being a fucking baby about DGG. What are they gonna do? Fucking swat me? Okay, then I fucking die if I get shot in the head. Whoops. It's fucking bound to happen anyway. Who gives a fuck? Stand up for what you believe in, you fucking pussies. God damn. But that's the thing. The Pixie wants to fucking kill herself stuff. First off, no one knew about because she didn't say it until December 11th. So you have from November 20th till December 11th, if you're fucking even Destiny, to know, or Straight Array, to even know that that happened. Do you understand that? So that excuse does not happen. It does not exist at all. It doesn't exist before December 11th or December 12th. Like, it's not there. And then these guys don't know about it generally until I think Nick Diorio gets a scrap from Chud. I think fucking Straight Array got those messages from Pixie right around the 1st of January or so. Or maybe she got them after that. I can't fucking remember. Actually, it might be in the timeline. I completely forgot. But either way, whenever Straight Array gets them, they will start disseminating around the 1st. Chud already knows about all this extra stuff. Diorio and them don't get that fucking screenshot until January 2nd, and they still get limited information. And then it's not until January 16th that fucking Diorio is talking to Sunday. And Diorio's pushing forward. Diorio's like looking for stuff carefully in his fucking network of spiders that live around him, these fucking brain nesters, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, probably without giving up the fucking ghost. Because the second he does and says anything, literally the second he talks to Sunday, Sunday sees it as carte blanche to go out and do whatever the fuck he wants, regardless of the opinions of the person that's involved in it. Like, that's the fucking case. That's what really fucking happened. So, like, yeah, at that point, you can say, like, I'm worried about that. But then even their fucking defenders say that they don't care. And I gotta say, the danger to the person can be ignored to a degree, okay? If you feel like the story is really necessary. I would have probably pushed through it too, unless I would have reached out to Pixie, first off, which none of these people can do because they're rape reviewers, right? I don't need to do it for my story. It's a waste of my time to do it because I just need to talk about what actually already happened and put it in order. I don't need to do any new information here at all. I need to specifically focus on old stuff to get it all out there and in the line. But you could have, Ryan Beard did, instantly got to talk to fucking everybody that's close. You can just ask for a statement. Hey, I'm going to be talking about this stuff. Let me just confirm that this is true, right? Let me confirm that this thing that's being said about you is true because there's no evidence of you even being party to this fucking conversation. It's just some dumb bitch is saying some random fucking shit. What in the fuck are you fucking talking about? But at any time, all those guys could have run out of story. And they've run out stories on less. Understand, this is Turkey Tom, whatever, like a month, 2 months-ish before this. He ran out a whole, like, 2-hour thing watching some dog shit Liquid Sonic video saying that fucking Thought Slime was going to start fucking mass murdering people and he's a soy boy or soy boy cuck or whatever. And just, he ran that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could have fucking done the same thing the whole time. But the thing is these guys are internet misogynists. That's the whole thing. It's men that hate women. They fucking hate bitches. Don't worry about it. I'm not judging you guys. I mean, outside of the obvious fucking judgment, that's your niche. You hate women. You make sure those whores don't fucking raise their goddamn voices when they're fucking raped or attacked or any of that shit. They have to have all their ducks in a row. They want to fucking impugn the reputation of some innocent man who maybe raped them. I know what your fucking content is, okay? It's fine. That's how you make your fucking money. You can't go against a guy like Destiny if you're the fucking rape reviewer. Because who else's rapes are you going to review? You gotta fucking, like, it's gotta go in a certain direction. You have to wait for the victim to fuck up, look weird, look stupid, say something dumb so you can call her a lying whore, right? And get on with it. Or you have to watch a fucking rape on a video. Like, that's it. That's what they can do. Because the possibility of sticking up for a chick and then having guys be like, yo, dude, I thought you were one of the good ones. You're going to lose all your fucking money. If you guys come out against fucking misogyny, You're fucking poor. You're poor the next day. You're impoverished. You're fucking ruined. You hate women. It's okay. I get it. I know who you are. I mean, it's not all right. It's not justifiable. But, you know, I understand it. I understand that's how you make your money, and I can't do anything about it other than say, like, I don't like it. I disagree with it, and you're causing harm. But you guys don't give a fuck, and you shouldn't, okay? You're above it. You're too cool for school. All right? You're keeping them bitches in their place because they wouldn't have sex with you or whatever. Unfuckable weirdos. And that's the fucking story. That's the issue I have with all these fucking people. Right? I find it grimy. The first time I heard a rape review pop up, I was like, oh, okay. And that was like months ago. I lock on to stuff. Understand. I don't forget. I hear shit and I take notes. That's what a journalist is. Keep a journal so you can go back and reference it and then tell people like, hey, did you know that between this time and this time, all of these things happened? And when I went and double checked, I was actually right about that. That's all that journalism is. Hey, if you don't believe me, I don't give a fuck. Go look at my sources and talk about that. I don't fucking care. My interpretation, my opinions on it, ignore it. Go with a different interpretation and go with a different opinion. But are the facts there? Yeah. People are like, I can't believe all these things that you said about Destiny. Why? You can't or you won't. You know what I mean? Do you refuse to? Like, wow, you started off that video kind of just like slandering him. Like, did I really slander him? Because I just, without talking for 5 minutes, played clips of him talking. I don't know what else you want from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm Tyler the Elephant. Oh, man. Dude, back when I had a better memory, too, I was ridiculous. Diorio is my favorite New Jersey lesbian. Yeah. Diorio is like if Andy Milonakis had less testosterone. Dude, I cannot tell. I cannot tell if fucking... Oh, this is too scary. I like this. I like this song, but it's too intense. Ooh, this is a fucking fire one. Can't believe licks lips. Why? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Diorio is literally Drake from Advance Wars. We need to find the technology they use to make a video game character real. I don't even know what that means. Sunday trying to become some kind of shadow broker, only end up shady and broke. Yeah. Medicare, I don't know what you're talking about, Medicare. But outside of the civil suit, do any of these people see the consequences? Or that? The greatest integrity from the man who reported the death of the Kintaro Hut. Still one of the saddest days ever. Kevin Spacey dropped 2 Al-Qaeda-esque Christmas videos the 2 years after he got canceled, and I'll never forgive him. Dude, that shit was fucking fire. What? I'll tell you what, man. He's peerless. He's fucking unmatched. Unmatched as a creepy motherfucker. Kevin Spacey's, what was that? Let Me Be Frank was one of the most unsettling things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if he was really acting or if he just legitimately wants to fucking kill a guy. Either is possible. Oh. Hey, Rob Ford! Can't believe what did I say? No. Crazy to me that dudes will just run a segment called URR. I know. Oh. Here's my favorite thing. Here's the best response. One of the most common statements made. God damn, this one's a fucking banger. One of the most common statements made about like it's okay to run out the Pixie stuff, fuck Pixie, whatever the fuck, was everybody knew. It's all over Kiwi Farms, and everybody knew. Do you know what else is all over Kiwi Farms, and everybody knows? Noah Driver's name. Noah Driver's name is all over Kiwi Farms. Everybody knows. It was just a matter of time before it got out there. So if you ever used that argument at all, have you ever said, well, it's over Kiwi Farms, I feel like it's okay to say it. It's all over Kiwi Farms, it's okay to say it. But hey, hate to break it to you guys, but so are Noah Driver's docs. Someone put them all over Kiwi Farms. It wasn't me. Shout out Janny Side. I did it for you, bro. Bro, you're still eating? I'm snacking now. I was eating. I'm snacking now. I know a drunk, he cannot get anywhere because he's no driver. Oh my god. Don't, no, you can't stop. You can't keep having your white face blindness, okay? Bro, it has been, the last stream was on April 3rd. Is crazy. God, I'm so happy to fucking be back. I really did miss streaming. So I just want to share this. Oh, you guys have probably never heard this. This is the actual normal speed version of the outro music. This is the Silent Hill or the Resident Evil safe room music for sure. Solo, yeah. Yeah, the solo stuff is crazy. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't hit that button yet, did I? No, I didn't. I can see the screen. Okay, because I definitely do not want to open these on stream. Yeah, there is the cringe sex shit is like incessant. Man. Oh yeah. This is a weird one. I don't know if this is true or not. This is from like right when they started talking. No, that's super fun. Always have fantasies about someone under my desk or something while I'm streaming. It's from Destiny to Rose. Have you done stuff like that? Only once or twice. I don't know if he's bullshitting or not, but I kind of wouldn't put it past him. Sometimes, yeah, Destiny says he takes like 5 to 10 minute breaks to like walk away from the computer and jerk off because like he streams for 12 hours and they're like, if you get horny and stuff. So apparently like Destiny is super frequently like looking at porn and shit or just the people he's looking at. You guys remember, I've said this before and people are like, you're crazy Tyler. And like, you'll remember when I put out the Demon Mama video and then Destiny was watching it and instead of like paying attention to the CSA allegations, he started like half gooning to me and talking about how like I was kind of like a hot motherfucker and looked like all of these famous dudes. Remember how weird that was? Like that happened. And it's like, dude, I'm not going to go and open that video up again, but does he go and take like a 12-minute break? Because, bruh. Yeah, so like, who knows? Like he might be getting fucking a little riggedied on stream and shit. This is like mad weird. Sex stuff. Yeah, gross. A bunch of offers to fly in. Here's a video of me fingering a girl sent to him, Rose. Stealing fucking... Making fun of Lav. Saying he's gonna hook up with Lav and then making fun of her, I think. Or no, he makes fun of Merrick. If you guys know the streamer Merrick, he was joking about Merrick, who he apparently had slept with before, and like, yeah, like this is like why you should kill yourself or something. 4,000 reasons why. Let me see. Yeah, having small streamer couples over for swingers nights, 5-minute vid of grinder hookup, non-consensual recording, Destiny groomer. Oh yeah, this is a really weird one. Fuck, and yeah, either the younger guy or the older guy. Just depends on if I'm in a sub or dom fantasy mood that day. And yeah, fuck, I like the idea of having some young person who's been trained up to be some ultimate little pleasure servant. Age, play, all this stuff is like... Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one blowjob video you sent me in the car a long time ago was a lot of fun. What is that? Okay, that's 2023. Okay, that's a year ago. Okay, never mind. And I'm sorry. Do you want to send me the 2 vids of me? Yeah, saying that he was with one of his neighbors and sending videos. So I don't know if you were Destiny's neighbor at some point and hooked up with him. He sent your videos to Rose. Yeah, doing a podcast on the 30th of July, talking about meetings. Feet. A lot of feet stuff. A lot of feet stuff. A lot of feet stuff. A lot of feet stuff and eating of stuff. Where is this anyway? Oh yeah, calling her up to do dirty talk. That was in April. Getting my braces off in a couple weeks, April 11th. Gross. Foot job stuff. Oh yeah, sending pornography to her. Where is this? Received porn videos. Okay, yeah. Yeah, have you recorded any more videos recently? So that's the one that confirms that he got videos from her in at least July of 2022. So by July of 2022, I don't know how old Rose would have been. We never really find out, but he was receiving pornography by at least July 7th, 2022, according to these things. I'm not looking at any more of these. This shit is actually like making my fucking stomach hurt. I read everything. I want you to know I read everything. And I was like, no, that doesn't need to go in the timeline. That doesn't need to go in the timeline. That probably needs to go in the timeline. That doesn't need to go in the timeline. God damn it. This is proof that Destiny has controlled opposition. There's no way conservatives would have difficulty honeypotting him. That's my other thing that I think. Is J-Stock actually short for Jew-Stalker? I thought that was a thing Dan Saltman made up when they were arguing about something. I don't know. J-Stock, Just-Stalk, Jew-Stalker. Apparently, you can say the name any way you want. He just strikes me as a Jew-Stalker. Jew-Stalker it is. Where the fuck does JSTLK come from? What else could that mean? Like, I don't know. It's a weird fucking name. Everybody I saw was talking about him, calling him Jew Stalker. So, I mean, he's only valuable as a text component to this. I didn't watch any videos with the guy or hear him talk. It wasn't really necessary. Yeah, so I get my one correction for the video. Apparently, JSTLK is pronounced JSTLK. But type it out. But yeah, no. I think this does point to... People have talked about the odd extremity of Destiny's positions, and I think that there is something to be said of him probably being extremely susceptible to not just like gooneritis, you know, like literally being honeypotted by and not even having sex. Just the possibility of the honeypot just luring him to hell. But even more so, I think there's something to be said that he's probably compromised himself with some of this shit. I mean, he's been sending a lot of recordings to just this person. There's no way it's just one person. It never is. No one gets that comfortable sending that much stuff within 2 seconds. It just does not happen that way. No one's like, here's everything I've ever sent. Can I just, every month, I'm going to send you something, random person that's like over 10 years younger than me? At least. No, does not work like that. So I really wouldn't be surprised if some of his like directions and stuff that he goes into would all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I'm down with Fuentes people. Oh, that's the other one. I can't prove that. There's something. I didn't bring it up because I couldn't prove it. It's a strong suspicion on the fucking farms and stuff. And pretty much everywhere else, people are like, no, this is like a certain thing. I just couldn't figure out how to make it concrete enough to actually put it in the video. But there's really, really strong suspicions that Rose is a groiper. And that's how she came across Destiny, is that Rose and Rose's boyfriend are groipers. Because she like is... That's kind of why when they talk about Fuentes, he says Nick on a first name basis, because they don't need an explanation. That's the Nick they know, which Nick is a very common name in America. There's a lot of Nicks out there. But when you kind of say like, you know, Lauren Southern, but just Nick, familiarity is kind of crazy, right? Especially for somebody that's very niche, despite how big he is in certain circles. Like, you have to be a little specific about Nick Fuentes. And so there's a lot of suspicion that Rose is a groiper, and or at least some sort of like cozy chatter type individual, and that Rose's boyfriend might have been as well. And that might be where they have connection to Queenman's community via Chud Logic. But that's all fucking who as far as I know. I mean, I can't knock that down. There's no like, yeah, I'm super friend posting, unless I missed it in there somewhere. But yeah, definitely not something I could just naturally include in the video. Groipers as in Fuentes followers, yes. Not that he reserves any respect. It just seems odd that the DGG derogatory name is one that sticks out even outside that orbit. I mean, it makes sense. The name's so fucking weird. It seems like it is like hiding the name Jewstalker. I was hearing that for forever. Like before this isn't like I wasn't like, oh, I'm upset with the guy, so I'm going to call him that. Everywhere I heard it was like, that's what you say. And then otherwise it's just written. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I guess maybe it's not that, but maybe it is. I don't fucking know. Destiny's entire community is weird as shit. What is a groiper? So once upon a time, there was something called the Sector. There's a guy named Ethan Ralph, who's an alcoholic, screaming fella. He's the guy from the Ralph Retort, started Gamergate off. He doxed Brianna Wu. There was a contingent of people online that are part of the America First movement from Stormfront and the like. America First is the Klan, right? That's Klan adjacent. It's normalized Klan politics. So if you're a Klanner and you want to get by in politics without telling everyone you're a Klanner, you go American First. Yeah. So the America First movement has gone through waves, and in the Gamergate era, people were trying to normalize old as fuck, fogey, fucking racist archetypes like the Klan and shit. They're trying to normalize that for modern American audiences. So you had the development of the Groipers, right? And the Groipers show up like what, 2016 to 2018. I think they really were like, it stopped being Nick Fuentes' America First weirdos or whatever the fuck, right around 2018 or something. Shout out yet again. Fucking Kiwi Farms has a bunch of this documented. Because they fucking hate those people. They're cringe. So the Groypers were basically, you know, friend posting and stuff, and it was kind of like the cozy community or whatever, and that eventually became Cozy TV to basically renormalize hardline racism for a younger audience. So like when you see like also like card posting is all over this shit. Card posting, it fucking like veil piercing levels of understanding of this shit that it really is like. Alex Gunter, if you ever watched this, that's one of the reasons that like I really took his opinion, his side, especially with the quality of the fucking thing that he made too. But like that was a fucking big L on your part that fucking Card knew about friend posting and you didn't. It's like, you know, if you want to be out in the normal world, okay, sure, you don't understand the difference. But if you're online, and if you're on like dirtbag lefty type fucking skis ball, 4chan socialist shit, and trying to talk around in those communities and you don't know about friend posting, you're like, you're 16 layers behind the curve, man. But yeah, that shit goes back for fucking forever. And the whole point is to basically do like baby talk racism. Literally, I mean, it is actually that simple. In order to say like, you know, ooh, kneel on his neck, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to kneel on someone's neck because like, then you're talking about like literally killing a black guy. That's the point of it, right? And fucking Diorio is directly connected to that. I don't know if he still has it up or if that chud, but people were drawing fan art of Diorio fucking doing the Derek Chauvin neck kneel to like Bo Blacks or whatever the fuck. But understand that pops up. It's not just because it's like funny. It's because like those communities just really love Derek Chauvin because he killed that black guy on TV that one time. And then like black people burned down America, so to say. It's like that's the whole point of it. So that's like drawing any Derek Chauvin representation is like rage bait intentionally because of racism. It is always a racism dog whistle and a high level one at that, like full on America First clanner reference. So anyone you see that's doing Derek Chauvin stuff, that's clanner shit. Raw. If they're like, no, it's not, tell them, yeah, it is, ho. You out of your fucking mind? And there's a bunch of people that do clanner shit. Shout out fucking Kristen Ark. Kristen Ark saying the fucking saran wrap N-word right to fucking Diesel's face. Isn't that crazy? He saran wrapped it though, so it's not like it really touched. He saran wrapped it. He threw a W on the front of that motherfucker. Old school clanner shit. He said I'm a race traitor. I like that, bro. I like that. Get yourself some little popsicle sticks and set them on fire in my front yard. Friend posting is just what we use to replace the F slur on 4chan. It is and it isn't. Saying friend now is, yeah, friend. Friendo. Used to be what it was. Hey, new friendo. New friend. And then friend just started popping up with the Pepe shit. And that's where like the Pepe stuff comes from, which isn't like the real Pepe. Feels bad, man. All that stuff, because the Feels Bad Man meme was there for forever, and then Pepe sort of took over. I was like checked out of this stuff for a bit, but it was how you, yeah, because you can't say new friend, because it's the F slur, right? FAG. Yeah, I gotta say it out loud, but that's what you used to say on 4chan. Anybody is a X that slur for anything. It doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, it's completely offensive, but it's part of the natural like pay to play atmosphere of those kind of areas. It's not meant to be accessible, so people are intentionally performatively fucking awful to be around, so that you have to get through that in order to enjoy everything else. It's actually like the fucking the payment to be in there is hearing all the slurs and shit. It's not a good thing. I'm just telling you how it works. Has it been reclaimed? I think it came and went. Yeah, I think it's pretty much like they say friend and shit on fucking Hasnabi. They say friend and shit on Hassan's show. So yeah, it's done. I don't know if it's really been reclaimed, but I don't think they give it. I give you the card if you ever need it. I already have the card. You're fucking fine. I can say that word if I wanted. It doesn't beep for me on TV. Every time I read or hear this name, Stephen Miller, I throw up. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Stephen Miller, a bald fuck. Destiny being defined as a liberal has always come across as absurd to me. It's the same way as when people try to call Kamala a Marxist. I mean, he's like a neoliberal, right? Neoliberal Marxist. Whatever the fuck. Like making a rookie take a bribe his first week. Pretty much, sort of, yeah. It also kind of makes it so that if you try to like get big on that language, you can't do anything else, right? So if you try to start like appearing online and doing like, you know, just reading off fucking 4chan threads, that's it for you. Unless somehow they normalize being a fucking chanter like a raw 2007 era. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Okay, I think I gotta move on now. But that was sort of that's sort of the explanation for the video for the weekend.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the West Side.